Welcome to a new episode of Education Exchange from Iowa City, the headquarters of Public Access TV. It's my pleasure tonight. It's a beautiful night outside, spring night, sunny, and we have to celebrate our guests tonight from Lemme Elementary School. It's a very important school for me personally because that was my first job in teaching at Lemme. And I have the best memories about it, and that I would like to share with our audience about it later. But tonight is your night. Our guests and our heroes here who are great guests, and some of them are teachers, parents, as well as the Honorable Principal, Eliza Proctor. Eliza, I would like you to introduce your guests tonight and tell us what is the topic that we are going to focus on.
Sure. Well, tonight we have Ada, who's a kindergartner at Lemme. We have Julius in 5th grade. Mrs. Holly Rubel teaches 6th grade. Paul is in 6th grade. Mrs. Emily Hooley teaches 2nd grade. We have parents, Tracy Meineke, Hope Sprague, and 1st grader Nadia with us today. And at Lemme this year, we were very fortunate to be able to do something called Lemme Reads. And in Lemme Reads, it was a project that our PTA fully funded. So all the funds that had been raised in the fall, we put towards purchasing a book for every family at Lemme called The 7 Wonders of Sassafras Springs, and Nadia is holding a copy of that story by Betty Burney. And the books were purchased in December, came in January, and every family was supplied a copy of this book. And then Tracy was one of the co-chairs on this project, and they created a wonderful bookmark and just a schedule of events so that everybody was reading the book in the school at the same time, and then had some really fun activities to go along outside school. And then we pulled some of those activities in throughout the day with parent volunteers like Hope, who came in to do a project with the 5th graders, and then our 6th graders did some various projects as well with the help of some of our younger students. And Emily was one of the participants on the committee that helped plan the events. So she was kind of a real big, vital part in the building to make sure that the teachers knew what was happening, to correspond with everything from home and school. So it was a great project that everyone will be able to share a little bit more about with you today.
Let's start with Julius there. Tell us something about the project. What did you enjoy the most about it?
When we did the Applehead dolls, I really enjoyed, we didn't really know at the beginning. We were just carving. We didn't really know what it was going to turn out like. I mean, at first, I was going kind of small, but it was big on what I did. It was about this big, but now it's this small. And it was fun to decorate it and make clothes for it. Yeah.
Well, Emily, can you tell me, Julius was talking about the apple head composition. Why the apple head? It's one of the wonders, right? Mm-hmm. So there are 7 wonders.
Right.
And who remembers all of them? Maybe Paul?
There is the Applehead doll. There is a table that walks in the graveyard, a ship in a bottle, a bookcase.
And the musical Soul.
Yes, the musical sounds.
Yeah.
And a little miniature, world, miniature town of Sassafras Springs. And
the mayor had something on him, right? The mayor had this piece of cloth, right?
Yes, a piece of cloth that had a buddy.
Body, woven on it. So those 7 wonders, the author came up with the idea to kind of make something different from the wonders that I was taught about when I was a little kid. So anybody remembers those ancient 7 wonders? Try, like, if you can mention 1 or 2, that's fine, you know. Julius?
The Taj Mahal, the pyramids.
The pyramids of Giza,
Yeah.
that's in Egypt. Yeah,
The Temple of Artemis.
Yeah.
very good.
The Tower of Pisa.
Pisa, the tower, the tilted one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The Temple of Zeus.
Zeus, yes. And that's in Greece, right?
Yes.
Or Asia Minor, right? And a couple of temples, Artemis, right? And Acropole, right?
Empire
What?
State Building.
Hmm?
Is it the Empire State Building one of them?
That may be very recent, but very good. That's a very good question because there was the ancient seven, and then the more modern seven, and then the medieval seven. And every generation makes its own seven, you know. Is there something in Iowa City that you consider wonders? In Iowa City, Nadia, do you like something here very interesting in Iowa City? You can call it one of the seven wonders.
Harry's Preserve.
Oh, that's good. What else? Try to come up with something else too. Anything you go to, like in the summertime, maybe the jazz. Have you ever attended music downtown? When they play music in the summer? No, not yet. Okay.
Lemme.
Lemme, Helen Lemme, of course, because of the leopard, right? Okay, great. So, what did you do there?
Well, we did do some activities out and about around town to talk about the Iowa City wonders of the world, or the wonders of Iowa City. So we had an open night at the Engler Theater that students and families could go to get a tour behind the scenes. We also had the Natural History Museum open up for a night that the kids could go to as well with their families. We talked about the plaques and the sidewalk statues around downtown as well to count up, and we also had the activity of looking for unique doors around town, so we designed those different types of things. Every student was given a passport, so they could take their passport and have stamps and check marks put on them to find all the different wonders. And then we had an activity out at the Harvest Preserve on a Saturday,
Yeah,
so the
that's
students could go
what
out.
Nadia was talking
Mhm,
about.
exactly, and see that wonder in town where they have the different statues and the pond and different things out there.
Yeah. And the chairs were there at the time, or no? The colored chairs.
The benches.
Huh? Yeah.
Benches.
The benches are in
the
downtown.
Some of them were out,
Yeah.
but we started the activity in January,
Oh,
right
that
after
was.
winter break.
Yeah, that was
And then
good.
we ended it right before spring break to kind of give us a good activity to do in the cold months.
Hope, I know that you are an artist, right? And you are a parent, and you are participating now to teach a couple of activities in school. What do you like about Helen Lemme in particular?
Well, I think that Nadia's my daughter, and she's in first grade, so one of the things that has really struck me about Lemme is I feel like the staff, and this is a testament to the staff and to Eliza, I was just impressed as a kindergartner, Nadia coming in and Mrs. Proctor being able to say, "Hi, Nadia," and I feel like she does that with all of the kids.
She has always been like this, you know, since I saw her a long time ago at Horn Elementary, and she knew all the names of the kids.
It was,
amazing,
it's
yeah.
pretty incredible.
I think that's important, that the leader would know as people, as persons, right?
Right.
Paul, did you have a special project?
Oh yeah. Sixth grade did 2 projects. We did a play, which Miss Rubel was in charge of, and then we, every class was given like the ancient wonders, medieval and modern. So my class did ancient wonders. So we studied them and made a replica, and then we also made a slideshow.
The hanging gardens of Babylonians, of course they are not you can't see them anymore now because they've gone already, but the pyramids of Giza are there. Are you looking forward to visit sometime there? And,
Yeah.
that would be a very interesting.
We all shared our projects, and there was a night where we shared everything with the entire school. So I think everyone really learned a lot from that night.
And that's the beauty of reading, because it outreaches more than just the text that you read. You learn more about cultures, about world, about social studies, about communities, about people, religions, and so forth. Nadia, is there anything you want to do in the future that has to do with what you did in this project? Any place you want to visit? Like when you heard about those places, do you want to go and visit some of these places? You like to travel? Did you travel in the United States here? Where did you go? Do you remember places, names?
I go to North Carolina.
Oh, wonderful. And you are in kindergarten now? Or
First grade.
First grade, okay. That's very good. Ada, before you get bored with us, tell us what do you like about this project? About this reading?
I liked it because on one of the pages, there were the part where she was in the bed.
Okay. And what was the most surprising thing that kids found in this reading? What is the most surprising thing that you didn't expect?
I think for him not to go to Colorado when he got the letter because there was a sickness.
When his father was challenging him, right?
Yeah.
His pa is his father, right? So he was challenging him to do this activity, and then they will visit Colorado. Anybody here visit Colorado? You did?
I was
You
born
did?
there.
Huh?
I was born in Colorado.
Oh, wow. So tell us about what's so intriguing about Colorado.
I really don't remember much. I only lived there for a year, but I would definitely like to go back there.
The mountains
Yeah, that would be
and
really
the
cool.
ice and yeah.
Mountains and nature.
And now it's your turn. Tell us about your take on this
So my
project.
part was putting together a script. Originally it was going to be a reader's theater, but we had so many students wanting to be involved that we ended up putting together a script from the entire book. And we had about 30 students who participated, and we practiced as much as we could, and then we put on a final performance right before spring break.
And you wrote this alone or with
I wrote it with students.
students? Some of them are here?
Not here tonight.
Not here tonight.
Yeah.
So those are the unknown soldiers
Yes.
behind the success.
My right hand women and men. They really helped us.
Now, if you allow me, I call you Eliza. Is that the spirit? I see parents and teachers and kids, just one family.
It really is, and it makes my job a million times easier. You know, we just have a great group of parents and teachers that as soon as PTA had the idea of doing this again, it was something that had been done several years ago that one of the PTA executive members had said, let's try the Lemme Reads again, but maybe this time we just do it on our own. We sent an email out. Tracy and Lisa Eggers-Robertson is another one of the chairs with her. They jumped on it. Hope jumped on, helping out. Mrs. Hooley helped right away with the school aspect and just really rolled their program out. We have a Facebook page for the PTA, and so they would just send reminders, and I would go on and look, and there's so much positive feedback from this. We felt like it was a book that sixth graders could read independently and enjoy, and kindergarten and first grade families could read to their children and still get the same impact out of the books. We just felt like it was a really great project that was encouraging literacy and reading at home. but then just a big community activity as well. So it's just one big family at Lemme. I'm lucky to be surrounded by great students, teachers, and parents.
So any one of your students wanted to try this so musical instrument?
You know, we had Mike Haverkamp, who I know
Yes.
that you know.
Right, sure.
We searched far and wide for a saw player, and he was one that the PTA was able to find. So he came in one evening. We were having a taco supper, and the kids had displayed their projects out, and so he came and played the saw, and that was really, the kids, I think, were surprised at what it was that he was doing, but it was really fun for them to get to see.
Smiley was not there,
No.
and the grasshoppers didn't escape.
No. Just Mr. Haverkamp.
So now this project really was a success of collaboration between parents, teachers, administrators, and kids. Are you thinking of repeating this again, doing something similar?
We would love to. I think that both
Yes.
chairs have said yes, let us know what the next book is, and now we have a little bit more lead time so we can start making a selection. We want it to be a book that students 5 to 12 will enjoy, and that's hard. So we'll start looking, and think that we had 4 or 5 selections, and the committee went home and read the books over a weekend and came back and voted on which one they thought would be best. So I think that's something that we would love to do in the future.
And I know that you have good documentation of this project. I know that you have DVDs and all that. Of course, we wanted you to have a chance to talk to our viewers and the audience rather than showing a DVD. But do you have other documentation you want to share, maybe with other schools in the future?
Sure.
Yeah.
We'd be more than happy, and I know that Emily has worked with the committee to put together notes, kind of timelines, and these great bookmarks that just had every week and different things for you to talk to, home activities of things that you could do to go along with the book. So we are more than happy to share with any other school. I know a couple other PTA presidents have reached out to me and to our PTA on how the project went, kind of the funding that was behind it. I know other schools are interested in replicating something.
Talk to me about the funding, because this is an important.
Yeah, the funding was 100% through the PTA. So we generate funds for PTA through various fundraisers, like we have an unfundraiser where we just simply ask people to make donations, monetary donations in any amount that they feel comfortable with. Or we do taco supper, book fairs, so that we can provide funds for just different things. This was our big capital project for the fall.
Is there any kind of credit you give kids for participating in projects like this?
No, just the outside activities and the bonding and just really building that sense of community. And the nice thing is that we read the first chapter. Every teacher read the first chapter with their class, and so everyone kind of got off on a start, and we kind of tried to hook them and make them excited. And everyone was supplied a book, and then just the community activities, and then the 6th grade play was something that every child went to. So even if they didn't finish the book or make it as long, or if they didn't have the opportunity to read it at all, they still were able to speak of the 7 wonders of Sassafras Springs.
Now, before, we have about maybe 7 minutes or so, 6 minutes, I think. I would like to take some time for you to think of the main benefit of projects like that. Who is ready to address this? The main, Julius.
I think it's a big opportunity for every student in the school to read at home and do projects out in the community and do projects inside of school, like our Applehead dolls or our play. Sometimes we need a good escape from all the tests and stuff like that.
Right, I agree with you. You are 100%. You hit the nail on the head. Great. So in the future, most of you, like you and Paul, Ada, and Nadia, there is some sort of leadership emerging here. What would you like to do in the future? I'm just curious. What would you like to be in the future? Teacher, doctor? What would, teacher. You like to be teacher? Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful to hear. Welcome to the profession. And how about Paul?
An architect is very appealing to me.
Architect. And you studied all these ancient monuments and temples and all that. That would benefit, definitely. I mean, you are on the launching pad already, huh, Julius?
I mean, I really want to work for NASA and
Ooh.
work for with space exploration and
As
stuff on Mars.
as an astronaut or as a physicist? Or
Physicist.
physicist. Oh, wow. That's great. Ada, what would you like to be in the future?
A doctor.
A doctor? Pediatrician, surgeon? What kind of doctor?
Education type for kids.
For kids, so you're a pediatrician. Do you like animals too, or you don't?
I do.
Do you have a pet?
I have 2 cats, 1 dog.
2 cats? And they get along well? They are friends?
Mm-hmm.
They don't fight or anything?
No.
Do you have pets?
1 dog.
A dog, 1 dog. How about Paul?
2 cats.
2 cats.
I have a dog.
I have a dog. Nobody has horses here. Okay, so now those are the kids. Now the teachers and the parents. How do you see the other activities in the school? Let us forget about this project now. We covered it enough. Do you feel satisfied with what, as a parent? As a parent, do you feel satisfied with what the school is offering kids? Yes? Hope?
I feel like I'm still learning and really excited to see since I have a younger child, you know, just actually going to school until 3:45 every day feels like a lot. But the enrichment activities that I have seen, and I do feel this is an in-school thing, but there's a lot of talk of, you know, not enough play and recess time, and I feel like they have 3 recesses. You know, that's been a pleasant surprise for me. I don't feel like I do feel like they have time to run around and play, and there's art and music, and what is the thing? Pick a better snack, and Nadia's always telling me about different programs, and so I'm just excited to see those opportunities grow as she gets into the next grades.
So what are the other activities? You have a couple of minutes to tell us about other activities you do at Lemme. I mean,
I'll let Emily
project,
speak
yeah.
about. She came here. She just tells us
Emily.
everything to do. Yeah, she teaches 2nd grade, so she can talk a little bit about
okay,
the ones
Emily,
that have come
she
into
wants
school
to
this
put
year.
the light on you, the limelight.
She deserves it.
It's okay.
Well, as far as other activities that provide some more enrichment for the kids, we have junior achievement. So community members come in and work with the students to talk about how communities work, needs and wants.
As guest speakers to classrooms? Okay.
Yeah, and they do activities with the students.
Very
And then
good.
also Pick a Better Snack comes in and teaches kids about health and making healthy choices. So those are some outside programs that come in.
And it has more involvement with the community. Anything else anybody would like to add that we missed or you want to convey to our viewers and listeners here?
We have Fine Arts Night. I mean, you get ready for that in art and music.
Tell me more about that.
Fine Arts Night is when we have a bunch of projects and we have a theme for art, and we make artwork. Each grade does something. This year it's going to be like a fairy tale land. We made fairies,
You have
birds.
already selected the theme, right?
It's next.
Oh.
Fine Arts Night is next week.
And we also, each grade has songs that we perform, and we use musical instruments. it's pretty fun.
So are you sixth grader now, Julius?
I'm in 5th grade.
So they are going to enjoy you for one more year as
I'll bring you
leader,
back
huh?
next year.
But Paul is leaving you, right? Paul is leaving.
Yes, you.
You're going to Southeast Junior High?
Yes.
Okay, they were going to win you there. Maybe you can start a similar project in your junior high school, right? You know, this program, we are our 22nd year here. The first year was actually, it was an idea by John Karhoff of City High. He's kind of the guru math teacher at City High. He came up with this idea 22 years ago with Michael Peterson, who you met there. I wasn't born at the time. I always give him a hard time, you know. But we have been on the air for all these years, you know, and many hosts, many producers come and go, but it's always John and Michael there. And we are lucky now, we have Mason, she's our floor director today, and we have Mr. McNamara, John McNamara as a cameraman, too, helping Mason today. So we always have new people. So if any of your kids would like to come sometime, volunteer here, learn something, we welcome them.
Great.
And welcome parents to come with them. And come back again. This show will be on channel 18, and that's the public access TV channel, if you have cable. If you don't have cable, wait couple, maybe 48 hours, you will see the show on YouTube. And, right, Nadia? You have YouTube at home? Good. And then we are on channel 21, that's the education channel too. Days, it depends on, but usually weekends you can see it multiple times on Saturday and Sunday, and during the week too. But the best way to go is to go to Public Access TV. They are actually welcoming us all the time, not only with the water and the mugs, but they give us the studio, they give us the camera people, they give us the directors. They have been very generous with us all along during this whole trip for 22 years. It's my privilege to welcome you tonight and again when you come back, and to our viewers, have a very good night.